What's good, fellas? Welcome to this presentation. In this video, I want to talk about mastery. Becoming a master and not a jack of all trades. All right? You don't want to be a jack of all trades because a jack of all trades assumes that you are mediocre or average at a bunch of different things versus a master is someone who has found a craft or a field or a way of being or something that they are really good at. So another way to put this is you've developed high value in some area. So when you show up with value. And another way to look at this is all people are seeking, like if you think about it, when we see a woman we find attractive, like what is she signaling? She's signaling value, right? There's a certain value that she's demonstrating or value she's demonstrating that we're attracted to. If she didn't have that value, we wouldn't be attracted to her. So whether it's her beauty, whether it's her personality, whether it's her outlook on life, whether it's her intelligence, whatever it is, there's certain traits that she's showing that are valuable that captures our interest, right? So now if we look at the woman and we look at, okay, if a woman just focused on becoming really beautiful, right? Like amplifying her beauty to the best of her ability, she would become a whole lot more attractive to a lot of men because beauty is a value that men hold, high as men like beautiful women, right? We don't like ugly women. Like let's just be straight up here. So now let's look at it on our side. If I want to be attractive to women, or I just want to be attractive in general, I gotta have something about me that's demonstrating a lot of value. I don't want if it's just mediocre, if it's just an average level, then I'm just an average dude. Right? Why should she choose me? But if I show up and I have, most guys are at this level with certain things, and I'm up here with more, you know what I mean? Like it needs to be obvious. Like you want it to be obvious. Like that's the whole idea of mastery. It's like you show up and your value is obvious, right? It's undeniable, right? So I've applied this mentality of mastery in my life when it comes to being attractive to women, because I struggled in this area, like very badly for like a good amount of time, and I was miserable, right? And I got to a point where I was sick and tired of it. So I decided, okay, you know what, man, I'm going to master my dating life. And what's cool about that is not like a very difficult thing. All it means is you just need to become as attractive as possible. And all that is really just evolution. Like you just have to focus on how can I evolve or transform into my best version, right? The greatest version of myself, the most attractive version of myself, the sexiest version of myself. That's just energy. That's just effort, right? That's life. Life is evolution. Life is improvement. Life is progress. So you just need to become a master at life. Master at your life, right? You know what you need to do. You know where you know what areas you can achieve mastery in. You know the cards that you've been given. Okay? And if you're not sure, then ask around, ask your friends and stuff. Like help get them to show you your blind spots. There may be some things that you're sleeping on, some qualities within yourself that you're sleeping on that could get you very far as like, just opening up opportunities for you. Because when you show up with value, people pay attention. People want to talk to you, right? Women want to talk to you. Men want to talk. People want to be around you when you show up with value, because value improves people's lives, right? Like if I show up and I approach a woman and I'm confident, right? I have an amazing personality. I'm grounded in my masculinity. I'm a leader. I'm able to express myself authentically. I'm able to have great conversation. Like these are qualities that she's looking for in a man. These are qualities that allows her to experience a higher, higher level of life, because most men are not. The men who do have these qualities, it's usually like at a mediocre level. When a guy shows up and it's at a high level, that gets her attention. So you want to find the qualities that you can just like really just level up, just really amplify, just beast out on. And you want to play that character really well. Like if you look at me, there's certain qualities that I've just amplified the fuck out of these qualities, man. I went all the way in regards to confidence. I went all the way in regards to grounded masculinity. I went all the way in regards to designing a sexy archetype. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just mastered a certain, these certain areas. It's not like I'm everything, right? Like I'm not, like I'm not super, what's it called? Like artsy, Like I'm aesthetic, but I'm not super artsy. So like an artsy girl, I may have a harder time getting a girl like that, let's just say. Or I'm not like a pretty boy, right? So I'm not gonna get the girl that's going for a pretty boy. You know what I mean? So I know my lane. It's not like I'm trying to be everything. I just figured out what is my character. And I just master my character. I beast out on my character, right? And you can also look at this in like business, right? In business, you don't want to show up as like, trying to be like everybody else. You want to become a master at what you do. You want to, people talk about like, oh, competition. Like, if you show up as a master, you'll knock the competition out the park. Because competition is just showing up like trying to make some money and shit like that. You show up as a master. You show up with the most value. And that's how you beat the competition. You show up as a different breed. You show up as a monster, bro. You don't show up as oh, I'm just here to see if I can get a piece of the pie. No, you show up to dominate, to master your field. I'm literally reading the book Mastery right now by Robert Greene. And he talks about you finding your field, mastering your craft. Looking at these talents that you've been given, right? Like, for example, I've been given the ability to sing. I can sing. And I used to sleep on that, but I stopped sleeping on it. I'm working on, I work on my singing. I want to amplify that. Okay? I play the piano. I'm working on my piano. I want to master these things. Because the more of a master I become, the more attractive I become. The higher my value goes up. Because when I show up to an environment, I bring my value with me. It's not like that's another thing. Like, your value, you need to show it. You need to demonstrate it. Like, don't be ashamed of it, right? Yeah, you want to be humble, but don't be too humble. Like, you need to show your value. Because, for example, a woman, she's showing her value. Like, she shows up and she's beautiful. She's wearing certain clothing that shows her curves better. She's wearing makeup. Her value is obvious. So your value needs to be obvious. Now, you're not going to show up and try to be a pretty boy, right? If that's your lane, like if you're a pretty boy, you're a pretty boy. But if you're not a pretty boy, don't try to be a pretty boy. Like that was one of the things I fucked up with, because I thought, because my friends that were getting girls, they were pretty boys. So I thought that was how you got girls. That's one way to get girls, but there's other ways. There's other characteristics that you can work on that are attractive to women. Right? So I decided to master me. I was like, I'm not trying to be a pretty boy. I'm not trying to be this guy. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm going to master me. I'm going to amplify what I have control over. I have control over my physique. Let's go. I have control over my style. Let's go. I have control over my communication. Let's go. I have control over building up my confidence. Let's go. My grounded masculinity. Let's go. I find the qualities that I can work on, and I went after them. I started increasing my knowledge. I worked on my mindset. I learned how to handle my emotions. You gotta turn yourself into a superhero, bro. Turn yourself into like Matter of fact, combine the superhero and the supervillain together. Become some kind of hybrid of the two, where you embrace both your light side and your dark side. You need to embrace both and combine them. I embrace both. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not pretending that, you know, I'm a super nice guy or whatever. Like, you know, sometimes I want to kick somebody's ass. You know? Sometimes I'm like, man, fuck that dude. You know, we got to embrace all parts of us, but learn how to calibrate it, right? So I know there's a time and place for everything, and I learned how to express. You got to learn how to express your emotions and not hold them in. So, like, let's say I want to express anger, I want to express frustration. I'll get on the piano and express it, and I'll put this out. You know, you need an outlet. You don't want to hold these things in, right? But yeah, you want to master your character. You want to master you. And to me, all that means is you want to just go into your potential. Stop bullshitting. Stop, you know, settling, because you're missing out on the experiences that you're capable of, the quality of women that you're capable of. You know, you are capable of so much more than what you think. Right? But you gotta tap into your potential. And you gotta stop wasting time. Time is precious. That's the most precious thing you have, precious resource you have. Because that's that time, that's that thing you're never gonna get back. And I'm aware of that. Very aware of that. So I'm not wasting my time. I refuse to waste my time. I put my time into mastering myself. That's why I'm reading the book Mastery. Because I get it. You need to bring up your value. That's what women are looking for. That's what everyone's looking for. People are judging you based on your value. Like, I'm not stupid. I know, you know, a girl can tell you she loves you, but she loves your value, bro. She loves the character that you're playing. She loves the characteristics you're demonstrating. Like, if you stop being that character, like if you start dipping, getting worse, or get complacent, or bro, she's gone. Like, people are attracted to your value. Like, just understand this. So you just want to, like, master some shit, get really good at some shit, because then now you have leverage. You know your value. If you show up with no value, then you got to be nice and try to get people on your side and shit, because you ain't got no value to work with. But when you have value, you can. That's why you notice guys who are successful, they become assholes. I'm not saying you should become an asshole, but the reason they become assholes is because they can be an asshole, because they have so much value that even if they're an asshole, people are still gonna put up with it. So now we see, okay, that's the key thing, value. We need to become extremely valuable. And what I'm saying is, you want to master something, get really good at something, especially if you're trying to make money. If you're trying to make money, you got to get really good at providing some kind of solution to people's problems. Whatever that may be. It could be entertainment, it could be knowledge, it could be technology, it could be automation, whatever, but you're bringing a solution to people's problems, and you're doing it at an extremely high level. Jeff Bezos brought Amazon to the world. Look, this dude is making crazy money because he's creating so much value. People every single day are getting so much value from Amazon. Amazon Prime, Amazon Fresh, Amazon this, Amazon that. Right? That's his value. He mastered his field. He mastered his craft. So we got to do that as men. We got to find our craft, find our field, and we got to master it. We got to beast out. But it's going to require that focus. It's going to require setting an intention. It's going to require discipline, right? And it's going to require commitment, perseverance. So that's the advice for this video. And look, if you're understanding what I'm saying, and you just want to, like, get shit going, like you really want to become a beast, like you understand what I'm saying, like you want to become a master of your craft, you want to tap into your potential, you want to step into beast mode and really start getting shit going, start getting these women, or getting that woman. Maybe there's a specific kind of woman you want. There's a specific kind of woman you want. You just have to become that guy who gets that woman, right? There is a version of yourself that you need to become to attract what you want. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna tell you go find a quick fix, a magic pill, because that any temporary thing that you get it temporarily and then it goes. We don't want no temporary bullshit. We want real, lasting results, real, permanent, long-term results. And you get that by becoming the version of yourself that deserves that shit. So if you want help with that, if you want guidance, if you want accountability, if you want me to help you with a game plan to get what you want and get your dating life handled, get that girl that you want, get the rotation you want, become the kind of man you want, step into this beast, bring up your confidence, unbreakable confidence where you feel like you can take over the world. If you want that, I have a program. It's called the Unbreakable Beast Program. It's an 8-week program. It's $9.97. It's us working together, one-on-one, me jumping on a call with you each week, helping you schedule out your week, making sure that you're taking the right actions that are going to get you to your goal, that are going to get these women in your life, get that abundance going, right? Get your confidence up so you can start, doing the shit that you really want to do and creating the life you really want to live. All right, if you're interested, hit me up. I'll give you the details. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.